holy city of Jerusalem has been the capital of the Jewish people for 3,000 years. In Samuel chapter 5 verse 7 it says, "Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion. The same is the city of David," David in Hebrew. David takes Jerusalem from the Jebusites at around 1000 BC and establishes his capital there. Jerusalem is mentioned 767 times in the Bible, 626 times in the Old Testament, and 141 times in the New Testament. Jerusalem is never mentioned in the Quran at all, not once. The characteristic of the city of Jerusalem has always been Jewish. The Temple Mount has always been Jewish. Both Jewish temples stood there. It was only later that the Romans, the Muslims, the Crusaders all came on the scene. As the late Zola Levitt, my mentor, used to say, you have a Christian cross on a Muslim dome, on Roman pillars, on Jewish land. The political powers to be want to change the status quo of the Jewish character of Jerusalem and not recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. In 2 Chronicles 6:6, it tells us, "But I have chosen Jerusalem, that my name might be there, and have chosen David to be over my people, Israel." God said his name will always be in Jerusalem. In Psalm 48:2 we read, "Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth, is Mount Zion on the sides of the north, the city of the great king." Jerusalem is the city of the great king. And Jesus the Messiah quotes this passage in Matthew 5:35 as he would have said it in Hebrew. "Yerushalayim shel Chamelech cha gadol," neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Because we know that in the future, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords will rule from that very city in the kingdom to come. In 2 Samuel chapter 5, David conquers Jerusalem and makes Jerusalem the political capital. In 2 Samuel chapter 6, David brings the Ark of the Covenant into Jerusalem from Kiryat Yarim, and now Jerusalem is the spiritual capital. In the future, 2 Samuel 7, Jerusalem will become earth's capital when Jesus sits on David's throne in the millennial kingdom. Again, quoting the late Zola Levitt, "For 1,000 years we're all going to be Israelis. Jerusalem will be our home in the kingdom to come when Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Messiah, reigns from the holy city." Jeremiah 3:17 says, "Jerusalem will be called the throne of the Lord." It has and always will be Jewish. Jerusalem is the center of the earth, Ezekiel 5:5, Deuteronomy 32:8, and that will be our home in the Davidic, theocratic, millennial kingdom reign to come. And that will be a physical, bodily reign of Jesus the Messiah in a literal, physical city, the holy city of Jerusalem, earth's capital at that time for 1,000 years. Revelation chapter 20, verses 2 through 7.